I just wanted to make another random musing about a topic that I visit from time to time, and that is questioning myself, questioning the things that I have been talking about and proposing, over the last couple of years with my awakening. This source consciousness, or this all consciousness, and me identifying as that, because really, when I ask myself, who am I? Who am I? This form, right? Am I this form? Or am I something greater than this form? For a lot of us, we've never really asked that question and allowed ourselves to feel into the answer. Certainly, our composition is not made up just of this human form that we inhabit. And it is something we inhabit as energy, as consciousness. But what is that consciousness? Once it is outside of this form, what does that consciousness become? It sort of gets lost in the ocean of this thing we call God or the divine. The longer we are out of body, the more our distinct persona, the energy of our distinct persona, dissolves or becomes part of the greater. It is said that there are multiple dimensions. A ballpark number is 7 dimensions that the soul travels through, from source all the way down here into density. So there are 7 dimensions to traverse. There are different things to experience in consciousness. And most of our spiritual experiences take place in the first 4 dimensions, where the egregorian energies collect and gather to create spiritual entities. In a sense, I have transcended that, and recently this topic of the egregorian energies was raised again by Barbara Simons, and I was musing on it this morning, and like I said, in a sense, for me, I have transcended the 4 dimensions and the astral plane into the all consciousness. And my opening thought when I hit record here was, what if I've got it wrong about this, me being this all source consciousness? If I am wrong, it is a powerful illusion, because this awareness prevents me from getting spooked and terrified by other energetic forms, right? Because my consciousness has assimilated the highest authority. My consciousness invokes the highest authority as myself. So if I were to experience a spook in the astral by a greater being than what my human being is, right? And a lot of people have these encounters with shadow selves in the astral, and they call them demons. And because they don't hold the highest awareness, the highest consciousness of source consciousness, they are afraid of these shadows. And in their fear, of course, they will call out to angels, they will call out to Jesus to alleviate, to relieve their psyche from the terror. And it works. But I'm just saying that to have such an encounter, psychologically, spiritually, there is an element where such a person has not reached a higher consciousness than any demonic force manifests, right? So, how do I explain this? For the demonic to appear to a person, their psyche has to identify as something smaller than the demonic force. And it's unconscious. It would be created and generated by the unconscious mind. Meaning you're not even aware in what greatness or smallness you hold yourself. You just feel a victim to this energy that is presenting itself to you. You feel a victim. So in this victim consciousness, this victim awareness, anything outside of you can control you. Right? So it's a very small soul. The soul that experiences being victimized is a consciously small soul. Meaning it believes that greater things are out there that could harass them, could harass you. If that's in the unconscious, that is going to manifest that way. But to bring me back to my consciousness, what if I'm wrong? I could be wrong, but my awareness serves me very well. This awareness of being the all-consciousness eliminates these potentials for experiencing demons and demigods. The same idea about Anunnakis having created us. I reject that, and that might very well be a true story. But in my consciousness, I reject that because I do not accept an identity that was created by someone else that I am beholden to. You see what I'm saying? If you are a created thing, someone else made you, you become that someone else's subject, and they become your lord, right? With my awareness, with this consciousness of source consciousness, no one made me, no one created me. I manifested in this form as source God consciousness. I am self-created. And because of that awareness, I have no overlords. I have no masters. And therefore no masters or lords can present themselves to me and terrify my soul. Because my soul is the highest authority in the cosmos. My soul is the highest authority. It is above any demon. Because where does the demon get its authority from, right? Where does the dark get its authority from? Only from the fact that you feel so small, that you feel like you are someone's creation, and that creation, that creator, has left you, abandoned you here to face the giants in this world and in the astral world. You can change that with a consciousness, and what consciousness you identify as. If you identify, and of course this has to be an epiphany, that you can't mentally get yourself there, but if you identify as the highest authority, no one else can take authority over you. You have the same authority in your consciousness as the authority that we have ascribed to Jesus Christ. Like when people call on the name of Jesus, the demons flee, because that name has been ascribed great power, the greatest power in the belief system. Well, you can take that place through consciousness and become the greatest power. You can become the greatest authority, where no demon or angel has any jurisdiction over your soul. I hope this makes some sense. Like I say, I could be wrong, but this consciousness serves me very well. And I live by that. I live by that, and there is no authority above me that I have to yield to. My soul is it. I am that I am.